The scientific revolution. There was a time when the earth stood still in the heavens, when the stars were believed to dance to divine music, and science, as we know it, did not exist. But in the 16th and 17th centuries, everything changed. Before the revolution, for over 1,000 years, knowledge in Europe was guided by ancient authorities, primarily the works of Aristotle and the teachings of the Church. The earth was seen as the center of the universe, encircled by crystal spheres holding the planets and stars. Illness was a punishment from God. Natural disasters were signs of divine anger. But as the Renaissance awakened minds across Europe, a new hunger for truth began to stir, one based not on faith or philosophy, but on observation, experimentation, and reason. The spark, Copernicus, and the heliocentric idea. In 1543, a Polish mathematician and astronomer named Nicholas Copernicus dared to challenge the very heart of human understanding. He proposed that the Earth was not the center of the universe, but rather one of several planets orbiting the Sun. It was a radical idea, dangerous even, but it sparked a chain reaction of inquiry that would shake the foundations of science, religion, and society. Galileo Galilei. The telescope opens the heavens. Decades later, an Italian named Galileo Galilei took up the torch. He turned a simple telescope to the sky, and what he saw shattered centuries of belief. Mountains on the moon, moons orbiting Jupiter, phases of Venus, imperfections in the heavens. For challenging the Church's teachings, Galileo was condemned to house arrest, but the truth could not be imprisoned. Kepler and the mathematics of the cosmos. Johannes Kepler, a German mathematician and mystic, took the work of Copernicus further. Using meticulous data from the Danish astronomer Tycho Brahe, Kepler discovered that planets did not move in perfect circles, but in ellipses. His 3 laws of planetary motion mathematically described the dance of the heavens, revealing that the universe obeyed patterns and laws, not divine whim. The scientific method. Bacon and Descartes. Science needed more than great minds. It needed a method. Francis Bacon emphasized induction. Observe, test, repeat. René Descartes focused on deduction and logic. Together they laid the philosophical foundation of the scientific method, a way to ask nature questions and force it to answer. Was the birth of modern inquiry? And it would change everything. Isaac Newton. The mind that moved the world. Then came the man who would unite the heavens and the earth. Isaac Newton, working in solitude during a plague outbreak, formulated the laws of motion and universal gravitation. His Principia Mathematica, published in 1687, described the forces that ruled the cosmos, from falling apples to planetary orbits, all bound by a single invisible force, gravity. If I have seen further, Newton wrote, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. Medicine, anatomy, and biology. It wasn't just the stars that were reimagined. Inside the human body, a revolution was taking place. Andreas Vesalius challenged ancient anatomy. William Harvey traced the circulation of blood. The invention of the microscope unveiled a hidden world of cells and microbes, unlocking secrets smaller than the eye could see. For the first time, disease was seen not as punishment, but as a problem to be solved. A legacy that endures. The scientific revolution did not end in the 17th century. It sparked a chain of progress that continues to this day. It gave us electricity, vaccines, computers, telescopes that peer across galaxies, probes that explore the edge of our solar system. But more importantly, it gave us a way to know. The spirit of the scientific revolution lives on, in every question asked, every experiment run, every discovery made. Because once we learn to look beyond appearances, to question, to test, to understand, the world and the universe would never be the same again.